Today's session with Miss Arushi Nishant. It was so energizing and so motivating. आत्मनिर्भर भारत की हमने बात करी, हमने नेचर की बात करी, हमने आगे opportunities की बात करी, and it was really wonderful having such a huge crowd and having such a beautiful and motivating a speaker. So वो हो गया, and again we are back with Creative Warriors online programs powered by Vidyadaan, and today we have with us the last and final class of social media marketing with Mr. Ashutosh Sharma. You have been meeting sir, you have already taken 5 classes and today is the 6th and last session, and you know him very well now. He is the managing director at Bait Content and Digital Solutions, and he have been giving us so much information about social media. मुझे खुद को मतलब जितना अभी मैंने 5 दिन में सीखा है उसका I think 5% भी नहीं पता था. All I knew about social media is putting the post, हाँ, getting some likes, मिलता है नहीं मिलता है. I didn't know that it's in your hand and you can do something to get more likes and it can be used in marketing also. I was zero on that. But अभी मैं बोल सकती हूँ कि हाँ, I've attended a session and now I know quite a bit about social media marketing. So today, after the class gets over, we will go ahead and we will have people talking about their views and their experience with the session. So let's get started with Ashutosh ji. Hello, sir.
Hi, everybody.
So what I was saying कि अभी 5 दिन में मैंने इतना सीखा है सोशल मीडिया मार्केटिंग का, मतलब मुझे सोशल मीडिया मार्केटिंग वर्ड ही नहीं पता था. All I knew is you're just sharing post for your friends and to get connected. आपके कॉलेज के पुराने दोस्त मिल रहे हैं. That's all I knew. But abhi I also know quite a bit.
So Pooja, what we don't all realize is we are all also brands. We also have to establish ourselves in society, right? As valuable members of society. So even in social media that you're doing personally, you are letting people know what Pooja stands for, who she is, what are her values, what are the likes, dislikes, right? So in that case, you become a brand. So in that sense, you should always think, how can I make a positive impact on people? And you will learn it automatically.
Now, before my next post on social media, I'll think about it.
Great. Yes, thank you so much, Pooja. I have really enjoyed this journey, and I know today is the last class. I hope I find a way to keep in touch with all of you, because more than I'm sure you, I have enjoyed this session, क्योंकि मेरा पूरा रिवीजन हो गया है, पूरा थ्योरी का रिवीजन हो गया है आप लोगों के लिए प्रेजेंटेशन बनाने के लिए. So I have refreshed all my knowledge also. So thank you all for that, and thank you Pooja and Vidyadaan and Creative Warriors for this opportunity. At the end of
yesterday we had a session with Miss Arushi Nishant. वो भी यही बता रहे थे कि कई चीजें, मतलब काफी चीजें अच्छी भी हुई हैं during this negative side of COVID-19. बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला है, बहुत कुछ जानने को मिला है. Nature is healing. She was talking about the Ganga river. Ganga, it's healing. It's the water, oxygen in water has gone 45% more. तो बहुत सारी चीजें अच्छी हुई हैं, and I think ये टाइम जो रहा है वो सीखने के लिए बहुत अच्छा रहा है. Without any disturbance, हम लोग अपनी पेस पे, अपने लेवल पे, we all have been learning something or the other thing.
मैंने झाड़ू पोछा लगाना भी सीखा है, मैंने बर्तन धोना भी सीखा है, बहुत कुछ सीखा है मैंने.
मैंने कैमरा शाई होने के बाद अब वीडियो में बात करना सीख लिया.
Very good. So what I wanted to say was, at the end of this session, I would like to spend some extra time, because I want all of you to please share with me how you have changed your life, or how you have changed your social media marketing by all the knowledge that you have gathered. Because and if you have any questions, clarifications, you want some guidance, I would like to spend an extra 10 minutes today to do that, because I know today is our last interaction. Of course, all of you know my website and all of you know my social media. I'll be more than happy to keep in touch after that, or through Vidyadaan, however you are comfortable. So let's start today's session.
Yes. You have the rights.
Thank you. Okay, I hope the slide is visible.
Yes.
Okay. So we spoke about Facebook and Instagram last time. Today I want to talk about the other two very big and prominent social media that are very useful in your marketing activities. Like I have informed all of you in many classes that there are so many other social media that are doing very, very well, right? But it is not possible to cover in detail everything. So a lot, I mean, I remember somebody raised a question about TikTok in a couple of other sessions. So TikTok is doing extremely well. It is now a very popular method for promoting brands. The only thing is you have to see whether that is the kind of platform that works for your brand. There is also YouTube. YouTube is a lovely platform. It is a fantastic platform for promoting your brands. However, when it comes to an overall package, nothing really compares to a combination of Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So I wanted to cover these four prominently. The other social media, like I have told you, social media marketing is 90% practice and only 10% theory. तो मैंने आप लोगों को सिर्फ 10% का exposure दिया है. आप लोगों को बाकी अपने आप discover करना पड़ेगा. थोड़ा अपने आप प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, आप थोड़ा अपने आप एक्सपीरियंस करेंगे, you will learn more. So my advice to you over and over again will always be, please practice, make small mistakes, try small amounts, try promoting your brand for as little as 500 rupees and see what is the result you get. Try improving that campaign the next time. And that is how you will learn. So there are multiple channels, there are multiple ways. I wanted to cover these four because so far in my experience, I have got the best result from a combination of these four when it comes to promoting brands, right? Going forward, social media for business, which is really LinkedIn marketing. LinkedIn has, more than 500 million users building networks and connections, and these numbers are growing all the time. So it is the world's number one professional network. It is the one place all of us who are working professionals will always have a profile because we understand the value of professional connections. And it is by far for B2B businesses, which is, I hope you all understand, a business to business company. It is the best social network to generate business leads, right? Because here you can actually talk to your customers directly on their profile. And we all know we do not go to LinkedIn as often as we do, but we still make sure that couple time of weeks, we go and we check out LinkedIn, we see what's happening, what are the updates. People like me have to go at least twice a day, but on a regular basis, a lot of people go only a couple of times a week, which is also a good amount of exposure for you to go and check what's happening on your profile. Yeah, it is the best way to generate business leads. On Facebook, like I explained to you, Facebook is the best platform today because of the size it has, because of the number of followers it has. It is the best platform today for awareness generation. What television used to be yesterday, right? Which is, अगर आपको अपना brand लोगों okay, you want to create awareness amongst people about what your brand is. Television used to be a huge opportunity, but television is not something that is affordable by a lot of people today. But social media, like I explained to you, whatever your budget, you can reach your audience, and Facebook is that platform, right? Uh, Facebook is also effective for somewhat of lead generation. You can create some leads. They have some properties. They have lead generation ads, etc. But Facebook is unparalleled for brand awareness because of the size, the number of people. Half of humanity is on Facebook, right? So there is no comparison when it comes to awareness. However, coming back to LinkedIn, there is no comparison for it to create business leads. It is the most powerful platform for creating business to business brand awareness. If you are in a B2B business, you want to create brand awareness, reach out to your customers, engage your customers. There is nothing as powerful as LinkedIn. And of course, we all know LinkedIn is a great for career opportunities, for hiring people, to knowing what is the best talent out there. So it is a great platform for that. LinkedIn is also great, to educate current and potential customers about your business, because again, on LinkedIn, unlike Facebook, uh, everybody is talking about work. Everybody is talking about business. Everybody is talking about professional development, personal development for the professional person. All those kind. It is a professional network platform. In fact, if you try to put a post on LinkedIn, which is just some unrelated content, you will get a lot of flashback or feedback from people saying, please, this is a professional network, let's keep the content professional. Beauty of LinkedIn, that they have been able to maintain the professionalism in their content. So it is a smaller platform, but the professional interaction is much superior compared to Facebook or any other platform. And it is also the best way for you to establish your brand as a leader in the relevant industry. Again, imagine it's like being in a large stadium with every other business in the country or in the world, right? So you're all filled into one big room, only businessmen talking about business, interacting about business. How well will you be able to establish your business in that environment? That is what LinkedIn is. So it is a very, very powerful tool for your business generation. Setting up your LinkedIn page, a lot of people have asked how to do those kind of things. You just need to go and click on create a company profile, and you can start by creating a page in the LinkedIn marketing solutions section. Enter your official page name, choose a URL that helps people find your name. Ideally, keep a name for your page which is very similar to your business name, because the people usually search for social media presence through the company name, right? And you want that connection to happen directly, right? Hello, yeah. Obviously, you need to create a proper cover image and a company logo, because those are the things that will identify you as a brand. There is a reason why I have insisted this on all my presentations. When I've spoken about social media, I have said that your cover image and your logo are very, very important on all your pages, and are very, very sharp business related communication. So if you can see the example that I've put there visually, it is about a business. It is telling people what the business does, and it is presented professionally, right? Uh, the reason I have said that is that a lot of people tend to leave it empty, saying "देखेंगे, मतलब क्या डालना है यहाँ पे, कैसे डालना है, पता नहीं." But please try to understand, this is the first thing people see when they land on your social media page. It is the first piece of communication. Posts they will see later. Videos they will see later. The first thing they see is your logo and the masthead, right? So you need to have that, having your clear business proposition mentioned there in as little as sharp format as possible. right? Also, it has been researched that companies who put their logo on that page are 6 times more likely to generate traffic, right, from that page. And there is a reason, right? That is because there are so many fake pages. There are so many fake pages that exist on social media. People will try and create another page. They will put some content out there which might be duplicated, but that is not your brand value. That is not a page controlled by you. So how does a customer recognize which is your brand? Right? So it has to be professionally presented. It has to have clear communication. It has to have your brand logo. It has to have all those kind of things which make it look like a company page. If it is empty, half empty, with no pay in communication, no posts, customer will also not believe कि आपकी company के अपना page है. So keep it clean, keep it professional. Very, very important. Right? Next, company description. Very, very important to fill up the profile. I think I mentioned this previously also. There is a reason why all these social media ask you for the information that they are asking you for. So when, if you look on the left where it says select industry, select company size, select company type, why is LinkedIn asking you all that information? LinkedIn is asking you that information because that is the way they are able to reach other people who will be who will want to be looking for an information related to a company of your type. If you are in the tire industry, they know that you are somebody in the who's connected to the automobile industry, ancillary industry, those kind of industries. They will try and bring you that kind of connections. They will try and make you that kind of recommendations, right? So that all the data you enter will only benefit you. And I understand there is a lot of concern in terms of privacy and those kind of things, which is fine. I understand, but there is also a positive, turn to all of it. The information you share helps them find and make connections for you, right? Company details, provide your website URL, fill in all the details that are relevant. So for example, here I have shown you how we've done this for one of our clients. We've added all their information, we've added location, we've done all those kind of things. And then you have to press publish, which allows you to then create your page. So it literally takes you 10 minutes to create a company page if you have all the information ready, right? So that is what a professional page looks like. The next thing that you need to do is you need to have something called a page administrator. There are a lot of functionalities to LinkedIn to all your social media pages, but you need to have a couple of people who have full control over the page. And let me give you an example of why this is important. Suppose you hire somebody who's a social media manager, who's managing your social media page, and that person has full control of the page. Tomorrow, if you have a problem with that employee, and that employee leaves and goes away and takes with him all the login detail and everything, you will not be able to manage that page yourself. You will have to write to LinkedIn, ask that page to be deleted. You'll have to prove that page belongs to you. It's a long drawn process, right? So it is very, very important that there are multiple page administrators of the page. So the control of the content and the control of the people who are controlling that page stays within the company and is secure. Because like I said, you do not want people to misuse your page or give wrong information or communication like that. So create administrators, and again, be very, very careful about who you allow to take care of your page, right? You should have a proper contract with that person. You should have proper guidelines laid down. What are they allowed? What are they not allowed to do? As a professional company, it is very, very important you control this. A lot of companies have suffered because they haven't taken this seriously, right? Also, continuously keep optimizing, keep updating, keep optimizing your page. So if you have put that band on the top, right? If you keep that masthead on the top and just forget it for 3 years, it will become a blind spot. People will stop seeing it, stop reacting to it. they have seen it so many times, they'll be bored. We try to change it for our clients almost every 2 to 3 months. We try and change it. We try to put a new communication, or if there's a new campaign that is happening, if there is something, a new product launch, like I said, it's the first thing your customers see. So we use the masthead to make that communication happen through the masthead, because that is what the first thing your customers will see. Also, it is a great place for you to generate traffic for your website, right? So suppose you're making a business connection. The next thing the business connection will want to see is, okay, I want to know more about this business, what they do, what are their products, what are their services. So very important for you to put a connection and a button right on top, which allows people to go and visit their website. Again, test all of these things constantly. So it's a software. Software is known to have problems once in a while. Constantly check all your links are working, all your content is updating. Keep optimizing the business page, business description. If new products and services have been added in your company, keep adding those products and services back in your company description page. Keep your content up to date, right? If your location has changed, please update your address. If you've added more locations and those are relevant for customers to know, please add it across all your social media pages. Let people know where you can be reached. These are small things, but this is what your customer needs today to be able to communicate with you, reach you, and have, conduct business. So it is very, very important to keep that. LinkedIn marketing strategy. Again, LinkedIn requires a very sound business strategy to maximize the page and what it can do for you. A lot of people say, "Arey, I have 1 million followers and I have 5,000 connections." But uska what is the faida? How are you utilizing that? Are those followers and connections people who will benefit your business, or are they just family and friends and people who are never going to buy for your business? You have to make sure the people who are following you, the people who you are connected with, are people who will be beneficial for you in terms of business. They will help you generate business. So try and create connections with people from your industry, people from your customers, businesses, and people who are from your partners, because those are the key people who will help your business grow, right? So that is the audience you need to bring on your social media pages. Again, setting your marketing strategy. We have discussed this to a certain extent with other social media, but again, when it comes to LinkedIn, you need to be very, very clear. What is your goal? Why have you created that page? What are you trying to achieve? Are you trying to sell your product socially, right? Are you trying to create business, followers, customers from social media? Again, like I said, do not make that your primary goal. It cannot be your only goal to sell on social media. Social media is not built entirely for selling. It has been built for interaction. It has been built for relationship nurturing. So you need to know what is your goal. Beyond social selling, are you looking at creating thought leadership? Do you want to be seen as the thought leaders within your industry? Do you want to recruit talent, or all of the above? If it is all of the above, define exactly how many posts, how much of your communication will be related to each of these points. So it cannot only be selling. It has to be other things. It has to be a broader business growth or business establishment goal that needs to be driving your strategy. Intelligently set up your goals and build your strategy to connect to people who can help and influence influence your business. Develop audience personas to craft the perfect message targeting the potential customers. Some tips and tricks when it comes to LinkedIn. I think this is very understandable by now, but use photo posts to talk about your business, your products, your services regularly. while engaging and building connections, also subtly, like again, I'm saying very, very, again and again, because I want you to understand this. You have to communicate very, very subtly to your customers. You cannot become, जैसे हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं सेलू. If you are only सेलू, people will leave your page. You have to find a way to add value to their lives, add value to their knowledge, add value to their business, which is when they will continue to be connected with you, right? So that is why it is important that selling becomes secondary, connections become the first thing that you want to do, engagement, and sales comes necessarily. And while you are engaging and building those connections, subtly promote your business. One great tool that LinkedIn has is, you can put a post in on LinkedIn and you can sponsor your post to reach a wider audience and attract more followers and connections. So suppose in all there are 300 companies who are from your industry or from your customers' industry, right? On LinkedIn. Of them, you've been able to connect to say 10 or 12. If you want to connect with more or want to make your business aware to more people, you can sponsor your post. You can create posts talking about your business, what you do, how you do. And again, you can sponsor your post where you can keep the targeting as an industry. So that is the other beauty I will come to later about LinkedIn, which is LinkedIn allows targeting by industry, by designation, by all those kind of parameters, which is so beautiful. It allows me to say, I want to this post to only reach people in this industry and people of only this designation. And then they will make sure that that post reaches only those people. So in fact, there is a reason why LinkedIn is slightly more expensive than all other social media, because it literally helps you generate business like that by taking and becoming visible to your customer directly, right? So that is the beauty of LinkedIn, and it is a great way to attract more followers and make business connections. The other thing that is very important and specific only to LinkedIn and to some extent Twitter is what is known as employee advocacy. When it comes to creating business networks and business connections, all your colleagues, your employees are your best resource to grow an audience, right? And employees, for example, most of your employees, top employees, will have more connections than your company has followers, right? So on an average, it's been noticed that an employee has 10 times more connections because they have gone to various companies, various industries, they know customers, so they have more connections, right? So they help your, you can ask your employees, you can ask your colleagues to promote the page. You can ask them to link back to the company LinkedIn page, right? You can ask them to share the company posts on their profile, right? All those kind of things also help you expand your business, right? And also what will happen is when they are writing down their profile, their professional profile, they are using your company name and they're using and linking back to the company page. Make sure they do that, because that helps also promote the business, right? And make people aware of who you are and what you do. Needless to say, publish valuable content. Yeah, post updates and company articles on regular basis. Again, like I said, it's information, education, which is most important when it comes to social media. Post at least once a day to keep your followers engaged. But like I said, this should be only if you have something professional, something industry based, or something educational to share. No chichora content, as we will say, to be used on LinkedIn. People will just ban you from LinkedIn, right? Also, you can share news articles or blogs that can benefit your followers, right? Shows that you're aware of what's going on in your industry, helps you connect more and foster relations with other thought leaders. Like I said, add some context that is relevant to your business. So even if you're sharing, say, somebody else's article, write a little bit of text which connects back that information to your business. Make so that they understand why you shared this. If you shared an article, what is it that is important about that article that made you share it? Yeah, and publish your own articles. Now, LinkedIn is a great place if you are a professional blogger who blogs about industry, about business, about changing scenario in your business. LinkedIn is a great platform for you to share that. In fact, that is the one kind of content which will be most successful in generating your business profile, your personal profile, and also help generate business for your company, right? Blogs, information, education, research, articles that you've written on your own, very good kind of content to generate that interest in your business. Of course, again, very important. I had told you guys before also, you need to have a very visual. Human beings per se are very visual, animals. We react better to visual elements. We react better to to images, to videos, all of those kind of things, right? So it is very important that your content get as visual as possible when you're sharing on LinkedIn. And like I said, needless to say, videos are the best form across all social media. Videos generate over 75% higher share rate than, and you want people to share, right? So if you have an interesting video about something happening in your industry, about a product demo, about a new technology, or those kind of things which are relevant to all your followers, relevant to your customers, it is very likely that once you post it, they will also share it higher. They will share it on their profile, right? So that is exactly how the network effect of social media works. It reaches more and more people. Yeah, there is there is also great value in being part of the LinkedIn groups. LinkedIn groups helps you connect and network with other professionals in your field. So, for example, there are groups about people in the automobile industry who are talking about robotics in the automobile industry. So anybody who has interest in that or is part of the automobile industry, there are groups for them to engage with each other, talk about new technology development, talk about how things are changing in automobile production, all those kind of things, right? So that those groups, again, if you should become a part of those groups, you should participate in the discussions. Again, because your profile will be showing your business page, your profile will be showing your company logo. You will be able to engage in conversations and generate more business and interest around your company, right? And if there is no group around what your business does, create a group. Create a group, invite people to become part of that group and talk to them. But again, do not keep your conversation sailing. Do not try and sell. This is more knowledge exchange. This is more shared experiences and learning together, right? That is what is most important. So create a group if a group already does not exist. And these are effective ways to drive traffic to your page, grow your authority, and network for business. The other thing that is quite useful on LinkedIn is that you can actually create your company description in, say, 20 different languages, right? So if you want to go and make your business global, your entire company profile and description can be written in multiple languages. Again, depending on the, so if I have a page which has all the 20 descriptions, right, in various languages, and I have a customer who's, say, coming from Germany, and I have a German profile, because his setting is German, he will see only the German content that I put out, right? So it makes him feel, oh, I care about him, so I've created that content in German, and he will be able to communicate with us, and we can start a conversation that way. Of course, you should have some basic idea of German, or somebody in your company who understands and can converse with that person. There's no point creating all these profiles if you cannot communicate with somebody in that language. So What a lot of companies do is they allocate some employee in the company who understands that language, and they make them the contact point for talking to international customers. And it also helps build overall a credibility in the international market that you are an international company and not a local company. Again, incorporating LinkedIn ads in your marketing strategy. LinkedIn has a very good platform. It has sponsored content. Like I said, it's a way of what Facebook calls boosting. LinkedIn calls sponsored content. There are text ads. These are like regular Google AdWords that you can do on LinkedIn. And there are sponsored in-mail. Again, in-mail is a very, very powerful tool when used correctly. You can actually send a small mail to people who are of interest to you, within people or within to people within your industry, to your customers, to your partners. It's a small email which is within the LinkedIn environment, and because it allows you that sharp targeting, because LinkedIn has very superior targeting when it comes to designation, company, location, all those kind of things. You can actually reach and target specific people in specific companies, right? And make sure your mail reaches them on their LinkedIn mailbox. So that is a very, very powerful tool. It shouldn't be very long. It should be to the point and communicate what you're wanting to talk to them effectively. LinkedIn has a very strong analytics tool, which allows you to, schedule your posts, target your posts, know the profile of your visitors, how your updates are working, who are your followers, what is the profile of those followers. You can change your LinkedIn strategy based on that data that you collect, to generate more effectiveness around your campaign. So that is as far as LinkedIn is concerned. Moving on to Twitter. Twitter is a very, very powerful tool when it comes to business. I think I gave you the example today. If you are a startup, Twitter is probably the best tool for you to generate capital for your business, because VCs are very, very prominently present on Twitter and that's the one way they look for businesses to invest in, and that they communicate with companies. So Twitter is a fantastic way to communicate and also generate business for your company. Yeah, so it has millions of active daily users, 5th most popular social media network, best for customer insights, brand building, driving sales, build relationships, right? Again, if you have an existing account, a lot of people create Twitter accounts and they don't really manage them, well. Check your account, what all has people done. If you take a Twitter account on from somebody else, how often does that account tweet? What is the engagement reach? How many followers does that account have? Check if your Twitter handle has a bio, which is a description, brand pictures, and use Twitter analytics or any other online tool to help you audit your account in detail. When it comes to Twitter, again, you cannot write and tweet anything. Yeah, you cannot just, if your business is about something specific, you cannot start talking about everything else. You will lose people. If you are a business, stick to business. If you're an individual, stick to what are your values. If you are somebody who is looking to generate business from a specific category, keep your communication specific to that. So for example, I see a lot of companies talking about wishing some movie star also, like, happy birthday, or having some views about politics, and talking about some politician or actor. And those are not the things you want to do, because the people you want to come on your page are people who help you generate business. Keep your communication specific to your business. Talk to people about who you are. If you want to talk about film stars, politicians, politics, all those, create a personal account separate from your business, and make sure there is no connection between your business and your personal identity. and talk what you want. Do not damage the reputation of your business through your personal opinion. Your personal opinion needs to be separated from what your business stands for. And nobody stops you from creating multiple identities, right? And having multiple pages. But your business needs to have its own distinct identity, distinct objectives, and distinct strategy that you follow at any point of time. Personal opinions keep away from a business page. Keep that for your personal account. Twitter is also a great way to keep an eye on what your competition is doing. See and analyze their Twitter feed, and that is a great way to understand what is going on in their mind, right? Because it's immediate communication. What is going on? You can actually see a trend that looks like they are coming up with something new, or looks like they are having certain problems. So it's a great way to keep an eye on what your customer is, what your competition is also up to. Be 24/7. Twitter is what is known as a micro communication platform. Means it is small bursts of communication that are happening at all time, because of which people send out almost 20, 25, 30 tweets in a day. There are people who do that, right? They are constantly tweeting. They have an opinion about something. They get into arguments. They get into, that kind of thing. So you have to have your account active 24/7. You can still have timings for Facebook, and you can have timings for LinkedIn. But if you miss an important conversation on Twitter, your opportunity is gone. So one of the things that we tend to do for our customers is we have shifts for management of Twitter accounts. And one employee manages it for 8 hours, and then somebody else comes on, and then somebody else comes on. So each account is managed by multiple people, and their job is to update it for clients constantly. The other thing is, for example, we have clients from abroad, and their time zone is different, right? So we need to track what is the time which is most important for us to be active for those customers. So we have to keep somebody allocated to manage that Twitter account even for that time, right? So again, Twitter is extremely important to be active 24/7. You need to have somebody managing your page, so that any mentions that come up, any comments that come up, or any DM come up, you can respond to it immediately. If you have somebody has tweeted and you miss it, they will just spread the word all over and create havoc for you. So you need to be very, very on top of Twitter. A lot of people also, if you cannot afford multiple employees, make sure that you keep Twitter on your mobile and keep checking what is happening, so you can constantly, if there is any mention or any problem, you can escalate it immediately and get involved immediately. Now, sometimes there is even an opportunity. Somebody is talking about, hey, I'm having problem finding this product. And if you can answer them, you will get a customer for life. So that is again, the power of what Twitter can do for you. Simple guidelines: your brand's communication and response should be in a consistent tone. You should know what your brand stands for. You should be setting up guidelines for Twitter, which can prevent mishaps and even guide new team members. See, the thing is, Twitter is largely text-based, right? Now, if you have, say, 3 or 4 different people managing one Twitter account, you have to make sure that when all 4 talk to customers, the language is the same. The tone of talking to your customers is the same. So you need to create a communication guideline which says, this is who we are. We are educators, we are informers, we are humble, and this is the tone that we will adopt, right? These are the hashtags we will use. These are the emojis, whether we will use emojis or not use emojis. Whether we will shorten our links, not shorten our links, what is the format we use. There are multiple small things that need to be taken care of, because it shouldn't look like there are 4 or 5 different people managing this page. मैं इससे बात करता हूँ तो कुछ और कहता है, इससे बात करता हूँ तो कुछ और कहता है. It doesn't bode well for your company. So you need to have a sheet which gives basic guidelines for people. Sometimes it is also important to have standard responses on a sheet where people can just copy from and post it. If it is a simple thing like how do I get in touch with your customer support, a simple message which is already available with all the 4-5 people, they can copy paste and send it to that person. So at least the language remains the same, right? And it's not like they're talking to multiple different people and this person has forgotten and that person hasn't followed up. Those kind of things you want to avoid. There is a concept of creating what is known as a content calendar. I think I did mention to you in the past that we share our content with our clients 1 week in advance. So if I have to post something today, I have already got an approval from the client a week ago or 3-4 days ago, because it was shared with the client about a week ago. And the entire calendar exists for the week to come. So in this week, we are already building a calendar for all the content that has to come next week. So what it does is, one, it helps us keep the content contextual. जो आज बातें हो रही हैं, हो सकता है they are relevant for the next week, but we also keep the flexibility. If something happens next week, which hasn't happened this week, we still have some content space which is contextual to that week. But overall, keeping a calendar is very important to say, अच्छा मैं Monday को ये बोलूँगा, Tuesday को ये, Wednesday को ये, Thursday को ये. And so you keep a calendar and say, these are the posts for Monday, these are the posts for Tuesday, these are. So you keep a calendar. It helps you also understand where do you have an opportunity to remove some posts and create new communication, right? Also, what it does is it gives you time to think and analyze what you are saying, right? If you have to, if you want to build business, it cannot be done at the spur of the moment entirely. Some of it needs to be consistent communication. Every Monday they will talk about this. Every Monday they give new research information. Every Tuesday they give new updates about business. That is the kind of way we kind of do it. And broadly mix your content where you said 1/3 of tweets to promote business, 1/3 to share personal stories or business related stories, and 1/3 of my posts will be about insights from industry experts or what's happening in the industry, some trends, that kind of stuff. Very, very important that you also measure the impact. I think this is also something we have discussed over and over again. Every activity you do on social media, regardless of the platform, you need to analyze and see how it has worked, how customers have reacted to it, and the same is for tweets. There are times when you will see one tweet will generate no response and the other one will generate lots of response. You will then understand, okay, over a period of time, you start to understand, okay, these kind of tweets, nobody's interested in, I can stop. Maybe I should start talking more about the things that interest people, and also try new information all the time. Try new things so that you never know what will attract your customers' attention, right? You never know what might attract a partner's attention, right? So that is the way you manage your social media profile. That is the way you manage your social media image in the market, right? You need people to be able to understand who you are, what is your knowledge, right? And that all that insight about how people are reacting, how they are behaving when they see your content will come from analytics. Spend your time, understand what they do. Some quick tips and tricks. Again, having a complete profile is very important. Very important that all your content needs to look and sound professional. Yeah, all of the elements of your brand need to be out there. So if your brand colors are a certain red, white, or pink, blue, whatever it is, those colors should be visible on very prominently on your social media page. So getting that is very, very important. Your handle, which is what we say, like all of you are tagging me when you send your pages, your images, right? You're doing @bait digital or @digitalbait. That is the handle, but that is the name of my company. So you know that that is the name of my company because that is the handle that I have created. So again, that helps you identify who I am, who my business is, and what do we do, right? Use your the profile photo as your company logo. Film stars photographs for their business. It is crazy, but why would you do that? Put your company, right? Complete your profile. Very, very important to have a completed bio, the URL of your company, what company do you represent, which website do you represent, and location helps the audience reach you personally. So what location are you actually tweeting from, right? Or where your business resides. It is important, because if you're tweeting and your business is not in that location, it is not relevant to your customer. Right, so right on the top, you can see what we do for one of my customers. You can actually see their location, you can see their website, and you can see since when they have been on Twitter, right? Feed lists, another fantastic tool that exists on Twitter, where you can actually create and curate. See, like I said, every person is sending out, say, 20 tweets a day, right? How do you keep track of everything people are tweeting, or everything that is important? And that is the reason why Twitter has created this tool called lists, which is the most powerful tool on Twitter for you to, because here you can actually create a list of people who use a certain hashtag, or you can create a list of people who you want to follow and track, or you can create a list of just competitor accounts, or you can create a list of people who are just influencers in your industry. Each list makes you get a focused view of what is happening. So it can be a focused view about a hashtag, it can be a focused view about an industry, it can be a focused view about all the competitors. So you can create a list of profiles and see what they are doing. You don't have to scour through the entire Twitter thing to see who has tweeted what. This list will allow you follow the people who are important for specific reasons, right? So I hope that is clear. You can ask me in question answers and I can explain it more if you want. Very, very important to have your own voice and talk to people about in that voice that you've generated for for yourself, for your brand. Be sincere in your tweets. Do not use hyperbole. Yeah, like saying, using language like introducing beautiful, fascinating product, out of this world. That kind of languages people understand is not sincere. It is not genuine, right? But if you say something like introducing an upgraded product with additional features like XYZ, people understand that तुम बढ़ा चढ़ा के बातें नहीं कर रहे हो, आप कुछ एक्स्ट्रा नहीं बोल रहे हो, आप relevant चीज की बात कर रहे हो. In fact, जो बढ़ा चढ़ा के बात करते हैं, people do not believe them. People don't believe those people who use hyperbole or that kind of language. So you need to know how your language needs to be sharp, business-like, correct, and informative, right? Also remember that you can edit your tweet only once in a very short period of time, or delete it at best. So make sure you always spell check and proof your posts before they go live. Another very good tool of Twitter is running a poll. You can actually create polls and get people to engage and respond about opinions that are happening. So if you want to know how people rank you as a brand, for example, right? You can say, tell us your most preferred brand and put the name of 5 competitors. People will tell you which is their top brand. You want to ask customers which is their most preferred feature about your product. Put 5 features, they will get back to you with a result. So these are small things which are great ways to engage, generate information, generate feedback about your process, about your feedback, about your product. It is a great way of engaging your users, your followers. It also provides feedback and opinion, how people think about you. Okay. Also, it helps you understand the preferences. What do your customers like? And also sometimes, you realize, array, people seem to be liking this. I can develop a product which is more about this than anything else, right? It's a great way to know more information about your customers. Uh, Scheduling your tweets, like I said, of course, it is important to be available on on your Twitter page 24/7 and track what people are talking about, respond immediately. All those kind of things we've discussed before. But scheduling of tweets, like I have said before, is very important to know when your customers are most likely to respond to your messages. What is the time that all your audiences are most likely to engage with you? Schedule your tweets at that time, but follow the page all the time. That is the thing that you should be doing on Twitter. And always plan your tweets in advance. Plan how you're going to respond. So even if something has happened today and some hashtag is trending today, take some time to think about what you want to say and how it fits back to your business. Don't jump in immediately and say something weird, and then people will say kya bol raha. Think about it, take some time, think about it, and then tweet a message which is relevant to people and your customers, right? Add stunning visual elements. Twitter has a 280 character limit for tweets. Adding visual elements helps make that content more engaging. GIFs are another way to engage with customers, and it gets you 55% more engagement. Needless to say, again and again, video, for example, gets very, very high engagement. But it is very, very important that whatever you put on Twitter, whether it is a video, whether it is a GIF, it is visible properly on mobile, because a very, very large number of people use mobile. A majority of people use social media as well as Twitter on mobile phones. So optimize your content, optimize for visibility on mobile phones. So if you create a video, all your elements should be easy to see on a mobile screen. इतने छोटे छोटे अगर आपने डाल दिए, लोगों को मोबाइल पे दिख नहीं रहा, and they are like straining their eyes to see what you're actually showing, it's no point. So make sure whatever element you use, it is clear to see on a small screen, and especially on a mobile screen, right? The most powerful tool of Twitter, hashtags. Hashtags is the freest way you can generate followers and business for yourself. And that is why I've kept it like absolutely for the last, because there is no powerful tool that you need to learn in all of social media, and especially for Twitter, and that is hashtags. The people use it powerfully even on Instagram, but the problem is on Instagram, people tend to go a little crazy. I have actually seen posts where people put more hashtags than text, and it becomes so visually turning off that there are 30-40 hashtags and there is only 2 words about the company or 2 words about the business. Why are you expecting people to read those hashtags? Nobody is going to read so many hashtags if they're not relevant to you. Even on Twitter, create a hashtag about your own company, create a hashtag about your own business. When people start using that hashtag tomorrow, you will see how popular your company has become, right? So that is another way to generate free customers. Free business can be generated through the right using of hashtags. Hashtags are a great way to also target audiences. If you have a hashtag which talks about, say, hashtag Delhi, then you are talking to only those people who have some interest in Delhi. If you have a hashtag which says hashtag automobiles, then people connected or in some way to automobiles will follow that hashtag. So that targeting, that creating of the correct hashtags and associating your content with the right hashtag is a great way to, and businesses which do not have very, very high amount of budget to promote on social media for paid ads or paid sponsored for content. If you can crack how to use the right hashtags, you can generate business for free. So spend time to learn about hashtags, how hashtags work, what are the hashtags that are relevant to your industry, how you can use hashtags to communicate to your customers, and how you should be able to create a content calendar, like I told you, which targets specific hashtags. Now, for example, if there is a hashtag, if you click on the hashtag, you can actually go to the page which is relevant to that hashtag and see how many people are tweeting around that hashtag. So you can actually judge the popularity of that hashtag. You can also see the content that is related to that hashtag, right? So I would say create a content calendar on Twitter around hashtags. Choose the top 4 or 5 hashtags in your industry for your business and make sure every week around all those hashtags you have content that covers all those hashtags properly, right? It is the best and most cost effective because it is free way to generate business and generate followers for yourself. अगर आपके पास marketing budget नहीं है, अगर आप सिर्फ hashtag use करना crack कर लेंगे, आपको बहुत ज़्यादा business generate कर सकते हैं इसमें. And trust me, a lot of people start using hashtag Salman Khan, hashtag so and so, hashtag falana. उससे कुछ नहीं होगा. Those are popular hashtags but not related to business. They are hashtag for people to see what's happening in Salman Khan's life, but they're not relevant to your business. But there might be other hashtags which will have 1/10 of the following of, say, a popular celebrity hashtag, but will generate 100 times more business for you, right? So if you can crack how to use hashtags, you will need lesser money to generate more business and more traffic for yourself. Engage in social listening. Very important to keep an attention of what are the conversations happening between your customers and within the community. You need to know if your customers are having some problem, if your customers are happy about something, how you can utilize that information, how you can utilize to promote your business. So if you know what people are talking about, you can utilize it, which is why it is very important to do the correct research to see how people are reacting to the various hashtags. What are they talking about? What are they talking about your competitors? What are they talking about your industry? What are they talking about all the products that come out of your industry? So you need to know, and that is what is known as social listening. Yeah, you need to be up to date with what are the things people are talking about. And you can perform by monitoring your business name, competitor's name, any industry topic, all those kind of things. Twitter also has advertisements which you can use to promote your business. They are slightly expensive, but a great way to promote yourself on Twitter if that is relevant to your business. Lastly, this is a slightly complicated topic, but UTM parameters are parameters that you can add to the link that you share on Twitter or any on your social media pages, which helps you analyze how people have reacted to that link. So today, if you add a link of your blog to your social media page, you can actually add a little bit of parameters. It's a UTM parameters, which will allow you then to track how people have reacted to that link. So it is not only how many people have seen your Twitter tweet, also how many people have clicked on that link, how many people have come to your page, what have they done on your page, all those kind of parameters. So just like hashtags, as I'm telling you, you need to crack as good social media marketing professionals. You need to understand how to effectively use hashtags. I would also encourage you to please learn about UTM parameters. Understand how to use this to put, how to add parameters on your link wherever you share it, so that you can learn more about your customers. And you can then track how people are behaving on Google Analytics and third-party tools. There are lots of tools that we include. But अगर आपने hashtag और UTM parameters crack कर दिया, 60 to 70% of your campaign effectiveness you will be able to measure. And you have become a 100% better marketing professional if you can crack hashtags and you can and if you can crack how to use UTM parameters. These are the two most important things as a marketing professional I will encourage you to learn, right? So I think I'm right on time, 12:35. I will be happy to spend a little bit of extra time today to answer all your questions, if any of you have any. Pooja?
Yes, really a wonderful and learning session. I have seen hands raising in and then going down, maybe because it was going for long. So let's start with people
Yeah, sure.
talking to. So let's start with Amanpreet Kaur. Amanpreet, I'll allow you to talk. You have to unmute yourself. Amanpreet?
Hi,
Yes, you're
Amanpreet.
audible.
Okay, hello Ashutosh sir. Well,
Hi,
my
how are you?
favorite sir in the best session,
Thank you
best
so much.
teacher
Thank you
of
so
this
much.
all sessions. Really thankful for the great and knowledgeable sessions, stunning sessions we had with you. Like from the
Thank you.
initial first day, from 1st June till now, we had 6 sessions with you. Well, this was very fine, and I was having my classes from 11:30 onwards. I requested my teachers to just prepone that, have
Okay.
since 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. so that I can have your session.
Amanpreet, आपने मेरा मतलब day बना दिया आज. Thank you so much. I am so happy that you have learned something. I am very, very happy to hear your feedback. It makes me feel very good. Thank you so much.
Like I sit down at 11 a.m. to just have your session. Like I was very much curious for your sessions, and I learned a lot of things from this
Great,
session.
great, great, great. Thank you so much.
And really this platform is very good. As you know, nowadays lockdown is going on and students don't have any other platforms like offline platforms for their studies.
Sure.
And if there is a platform for study, they are chargeable, and some
Right.
of the students cannot afford that platforms, like they are paying higher charges. Like this is
Sure.
very good for all students who can't
Great, great,
fees and
great.
all. And special thanks to Pooja ma'am, she's really supportive.
Thank you. Thank you, Amanpreet. Okay, thank you for your
And
feedback.
sir,
And any work you have done, you wanted to
Yes,
ask?
I want to really hear about how you applied social media in your own company or your business or for your own self. And I want to hear those examples today. Or if
sir,
you want any
actually,
inputs. Yes.
yes, I'm a student pursuing masters in retail and logistics management. And to
Okay.
be very honest, I'm not using any social media platform.
Okay.
So I haven't done that work because I'm
Okay.
not either using Facebook or Insta. But
Okay.
it's my request, if you can share your Facebook or Insta account or any source of contact, I will be really delightful for it.
I think my hashtag, my handle is very popular now. Everybody's been sending their selfies, tagging that. You can just see the page it is on, and it's not a problem.
Okay, thank you, Amanpreet. Let's take Mr. Let's take Miss Ramanpreet Kaur. Okay.
Okay.
Ramanpreet ji, you can talk.
Hi, Raman.
Hello, sir. Good morning, Ji.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, sir. I based in Jalandhar city, and I am working in the media field.
Very nice.
Did your sessions and very beneficial, very informative. और एक बहुत सारी चीजों में जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज मुझे लगी कि बीइंग ए प्रोफेशनल ऑफ मीडिया फील्ड हम लोग सोशल मीडिया को कैजुअली यूज करते हैं, चाहे फेसबुक या इवन अपनी वेबसाइट को भी, लेकिन आपने कुछ ऐसी चीजें बताई हैं कि छोटे छोटे स्टेप से वी कैन गेट मोर बेनिफिट ट्विटर के ऊपर, या फिर ट्विटर हैंडल है, या आपका लिंक्डइन है, और क्योंकि हम लोग कई बार अकाउंट बना के छोड़ देते हैं, हमें लगता है कि यहाँ से थोड़ा ना कुछ आ जाएगा हमें कोई लिंक, पर लेकिन जो आपने टिप्स बताए हैं दोज आर वेरी वेरी यूजफुल। एंड एक और चीज कहूंगी कि अभी तक बिकॉज आई बेस्ड इन जलंधर, सोशल मीडिया को हमने अपने बिजनेस के लिए इतना ज्यादा यूज नहीं किया है, बट ड्यू टू लॉकडाउन हमें इसकी इम्पोर्टेंस पता चली है फॉर गेट द न्यू क्वेरीज एंड for spread the information about your business.
Right.
So I'm very thankful. I'm thankful to Pooja also. So she motivated me to attend all the sessions, and she's continuously sending me message. Okay, Ramanpreet, you definitely attend. So right now I am in a government office. I came for meeting, so I have some time. I attended whole the session,
Very
and
nice.
Sharma ji, it's a wonderful session. I'm really thankful.
Thank you so much, Ramanpreet ji.
Thank
I'm
you.
very
Raman.
happy to get your feedback. Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
just wanted to add for you that I have seen that as a trend that a lot of people create social media, pages for their business, but they don't think it can generate business for them. In fact, I had a client of my own who used to provide jobs for people, and for them they were generating, I think, 25-30,000 leads a month earlier through just emailers and SMS and stuff like that. And we went to them as a social media company and we said that we can help you generate more leads and more business higher than what you have generated so far from anywhere else. And they said, no, not possible. We've tried everything. Kuch hota nahi. I said, aap mujhko chance dijiye. Within 6 months, we were generating 75 visits because they don't understand it. So, which is why I encourage you to say, please understand. It is a very, very powerful tool. It is powerful, more powerful than any other media that exists. बाकी सारे मीडिया लोकल हैं. आप किसी भी टीवी चैनल को भी देखोगे, वो भी लोकल है. सोशल मीडिया ग्लोबल है.
Right.
The amount of business you can generate.
सर नमस्कार.
नमस्ते जी, सुमन जी, कैसे हैं?
मैं सुमन प्रजापति बोल रहा हूँ हिमाचल प्रदेश से.
अरे बहुत बढ़िया. कहाँ से, कैसे हैं आप?
बढ़िया सर, आप सुनाइए. और
हिमाचल तो मेरी बहुत फेवरेट प्लेस है दुनिया में सबसे ज्यादा. मैं कहीं और ना जाऊं तो हिमाचल में बैठा रहूं.
चलो सर, आपने जो हिमाचल प्रदेश की सराहना की, इसके लिए आपका धन्यवाद करता हूँ मैं आपका. अच्छा सर, आपका जो सेशन रहा ना, बहुत ही बढ़िया रहा. और आपके सेशन के दौरान मैं अभी अपने पोस्ट भी फेसबुक पे शेयर करता हूँ, क्योंकि इस बार मैं पंचायत इलेक्शन में फाइट करने जा रहा हूँ.
वेरी गुड.
तो मुझे मेरे लिए तो सर मैं तो बोले विद्यादान का, पूजा मैडम का धन्यवाद करता हूँ कि इन्होंने ये जो इनिशिएटिव लिया. हम जो लोग घर पे बैठे थे लॉकडाउन के टाइम में, बहुत ही इंफॉर्मेशन हमने गैदर की इस टाइम में.
वेरी गुड सुमन जी.
तो सर और मैडम, आप दोनों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूँ.
थैंक यू सर.
सुमन जी, मैं आपको एक टिप देना चाहूंगा.
जी सर.
आप अगर आप पंचायत का इलेक्शन लड़ रहे हैं, आपका जो भी मुद्दा है जिसके ऊपर आप अपना इलेक्शन लड़ रहे हैं,
जी सर,
उसका वीडियो जरूर बनाइएगा और लोगों को आप व्हाट्सएप पे भेजिए. आप लोगों को अपने फेसबुक पेज पे डालिए. आप अपने लोगों को एक एक करके भेजिए. अब जितने लोगों को मिलते हैं आप उनके साथ वो वीडियो शेयर कीजिए. आप अपने मोबाइल फोन पे ही वीडियो बनाते रहें और अपने मुद्दों के बारे में बात करते रहें. आप खुद देखोगे आपको बहुत ज्यादा फायदा होगा उससे.
सर मैंने पिछले कुछ दिनों में, एक हफ्ते पहले एक पोस्ट डाला था.
हाँ जी.
उसको पोस्ट डालने के बाद मुझे बहुत बड़ा फीडबैक मिला उसके बारे में.
वेरी गुड.
और जो आपने जो टिप्स दिए थे ना बीच बीच में,
हाँ जी,
उनको मैंने इम्प्लीमेंट किया.
बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. तो उससे फायदा हुआ आपको?
हाँ जी,
बहुत फायदे हुए आपको.
सर मैं तो एक सुपरस्टार बन गया समझो. वेरी
गुड जी सुमन जी. बहुत ऑल द बेस्ट आपके इलेक्शन के लिए.
थैंक यू सर, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका.
तो सर फायदा तो हो रहा है लोगों को.
वेरी गुड.
Okay, let's take Valerie Lobo.
Hi Valerie.
Valerie, you can talk.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. Hi Valerie, how are you?
Yeah, okay. I am a trainer.
Yes,
I'm a passionate trainer, but I've never marketed myself.
Oh, okay. Why?
And I have kept these 3 months. I trained for 8 months. I'm free March, April, May. I've kept these 3 months for technology development for myself.
All right.
And then marketing. But due to the lockdown, we are sweeping and swapping and doing things instead of, self-development. So this has been an absolutely ideal opportunity for me. It's been an eye-opener. And the homework I've done, I've actually opened a Facebook account.
Oh, fantastic, Valerie.
I made a few mistakes, but I have learned from that. I gave too many details. I went through all other friends' accounts and I realized how they are doing it.
Right.
And I'm going to learn from them.
Right.
And one thing I want to tell you, I'm going to open Twitter and LinkedIn, but I want to have some proper content before I do that. I
Yes.
just don't want to jump into it.
So Valerie, the industry that you are in, I would recommend very strongly that you start a blog of your own. As a trainer, you have so much knowledge to share. You have so much information to give. And my recommendation would be, even if you write one blog a week, right, which has knowledge and guidance for people, and share that on your social media pages, that itself will generate a lot of interest for people. So start blogging, start writing your blogs and sharing them with people. Go to medium.com. And yes, Medium is a very fantastic blogging platform where you can share your content, and Medium as a platform also, if your content is good, they will promote your content on their platform. Right? So start blogging on Medium and use social media to promote your blogs. Share your thoughts, right? And the more you share with people, the more you will generate, training opportunities for yourself.
Okay. Thank you so much. It's been really an eye-opener, and I really thank you. And Pooja ma'am, Vidyadaan is doing great work. So I'm going to keep in touch with you. Thank you, Mr. Ashutosh Sharma.
Thank you, Valerie. Good luck.
Thank you. Good luck to both of you.
Thank you. Let's have Savri Hasija also. Savri Hasija, you can unmute yourself and talk. Savri, can you hear me? Okay, I think she's Savri. Okay, no problem. Let's so sir, basically jitne feedback aa rahe hain and questions aa rahe hain, so everybody have been trying, and then sabko importance to realize ho gayi hai. But as you were suggesting the blogging thing, even I would like to know about it. How does it go? Does it go on the Facebook, or ye matlab kaise hota hai blogging ka? I'm a layman.
Blogging के multiple platforms हैं. तो Google का अपना है something called blogger.com. If you're a new blogger and you have short articles to write, you can start even there. There are free platforms, there are paid platforms, there are multiple powerful platforms. You can also have slightly more professional blogs like on WordPress and those kind of things. But if you're starting out and you just want to experiment, you can start with blogger.com and start writing your blogs, and then sharing the address of that blog on social media and promoting it on social media, right? Using the right hashtags. Like I said, agar aapne hashtag or UTM parameter crack kar diya, you are a perfect social marketing person. So I'm saying those are the two things. Start finding the right hashtags about the information you share, and start writing your blogs on blogger.com. You can go to Medium. Medium is a slightly paid platform, but a very, very powerful platform. But if you want a very professional looking customized blog, there's WordPress also, right? So there are multiple platforms. Blog is आप अपनी मन की बात जो है वो आप शेयर कर रहे हो लोगों के। What is your information? What is your knowledge? What are your thought processes? Those are the things that you share. But the most important thing to know about blogging is that the information should be valuable to others. It should not only be opinions कि मुझे ये लगता है, मुझे ये लगता है, मतलब किसी को इंटरेस्ट नहीं, आपको क्या लगता है, आप उनके इंफॉर्मेशन क्या दे रहे हैं. So your blogs should be informative, educational, something that is a new perspective on things. Then people will start following you on the blog. So blogs are, again, a very, very powerful way to engage with people and share about your business, about yourself, what you are, what your interests are. So very, very powerful.
Even the products, like if I say I am talking about Nike or talking about Adidas,
yes,
that
absolutely.
also? Okay.
Absolutely. So blog doesn't necessarily mean it is only text. It can also be a video blog, right? So a lot of people, for example, when it comes to, when you talk about Nike and Adidas, for example, Nike and Adidas have a series around fitness, where they talk about how to maintain, your fitness in the lockdown, how to maintain your, how to build six-pack abs, how to, have stronger arms, how to, so they do those kind of things also. It is content which can be used over and over again, right? It is continuously posted. Anything, it can be in the format of images, it can be the format of comics, it can be the form of the text, it can be in the form of video, it could be anything. Yeah.
Okay. So we have now the questions have started coming for.
The link is there. You can just add link and upload it from there. I wish I could show it to you, but there is a way to add a link out there. Just Google it. It's very easy.
Okay, so you can do the Google and okay.
But the thing is that the duration of a Facebook story is very small.
Sumit Bharadwaj is saying, can I use blog in my website, own created blog? How can it be beneficial? So it's like creating a blog on our own website. How does it work and is it beneficial?
It is hugely beneficial. So in fact, I'm going away from topic, but if you know what is known as search engine marketing, it's just another form of marketing like social media marketing. Search engine marketing is about how to make your website become the authority in an industry or a business. So what you need to know is before people make any purchase, there is actual research to prove that अगर आप कार खरीदने वाले हो, चाहे आप म्यूजिक खरीदने वाले हो, चाहे आप सुई खरीदने वाले हो, आप खरीदने से पहले गूगल जरूर करो कि क्या खरीदना चाहिए. 80% of customers today Google before they purchase, right? So you want that your website should be amongst the first top 5-6 that comes when people are searching for searching for a product related to your thing. Today, if you Google anything, most probably Amazon and Flipkart will start showing, right? Why? Because they have become experts about that product, because more people are buying about that product they are buying on Amazon. There is more information, more that they have put on Amazon, become an expert about that product. Also, if you say, ask on Google about any product or any service, there will be some company pages that have come there. Those company pages have come there because Google has recognized them as authorities or experts in that field. And that is why they have presented them there as Google search results, right? To reach there, you need to have the right amount of content. You need to present content that is unique, that is, that is well researched. That is, so to do that, most companies, 99% of companies use blogs. They use blogs to publish information, to publish about the products, about industry, about trends, about changes that are happening, customer preferences. So they give a holistic image. And Google has recognized that there is so much information that this company has. It must be an expert. So their blog starts coming up ahead. So blog is an extremely powerful tool to promote your business, your industry information, customer information, research information, product feedback. Blogs are very, very powerful.
Okay, great.
And yes, so you should have it on your website, definitely. Do not create a separate blog. Create it on your website. Absolutely.
So you can create your blog on your website, and hopefully we'll also try to get it done for our websites also.
So, for example, I had created there was a client of mine who was helping people with weight loss. So they came to us and said, how do we generate more customers? So we told them, please start a blog because people want information. Today, when you blog about diet, this was about 5-6 years ago, when you were blogging, you were searching for diet, you used to get all diets in America, Europe. Indian diet ke upar kuch information hi nahi thi. So we actually told them, please create a blog and ask your experts to write about Indian diet, about Indian food. What is Indian food that we consume? How important it is to to consume. And we started their blog 5 years ago. Today, if you search about specific Indian foods, their blog comes as #1. In fact, today they have reached a stage where 75% of new customers that they acquire come through the blog, because they have found the blog and then said, "Acha, ye to expert honge, inhi se kaam kar le." So 75% of their new business comes from the blog itself, and the rest comes from directly from the website. So that is how powerful blogs can be.
Because of the mode pura is completely changed. No door-to-door selling, and that has gone now.
Yeah, absolutely. People search on Google. All the data has to be searchable for people, and that's a completely different kind of marketing, which will take another 6 sessions. So maybe sometime else.
Maybe sometime, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sir, I have a homework done by Manav Ashwini. He's
Oh,
saying,
great.
thank you for your session. I have tried this skill on my social media channels and noticed the change and more engagement. Okay,
Fantastic,
good.
fantastic. Very
Yes.
good, very good. Well done.
Similarly, B, there's a lot of things, lot of messages are coming in the chat. So let me take few questions first. How much content we can use in blog, minimum or maximum?
There's no limit. On a blog, there is no limit. You can write as much content as you want on your blog. At an average, if you want to have very good content, I can see that it is very difficult to create more than 2 or 3 good blogs in a week. Because if you do the proper research and you do a proper content generation, 2 या 3 articles से ज़्यादा लिखना मुश्किल होता है. So if you focus, even with saying I need to come out with well-researched content 2 times a week, that itself is very, very powerful. But your content needs to be unique and different and information. Let me also tell you, there is tendency by a lot of people to copy somebody else's blog, change some words, and make it sound like their own blog. Google is very, very smart. They know that you've done that, right?
Okay.
So they will then say your blog fail. So they will never send traffic to your website. So your blog content needs to be unique, different, and better than all others for them to actually reward you. So you have to make sure that वो आपकी मन की बात है, किसी और की नहीं जो आपने अपनी बना दी. So that is the other thing I wanted to say. But to answer your question directly, 2 times a week is also very good. 1 time a week is also very good. But at least 4 articles a month is important.
Okay, great. 4 articles a month, and content has to be unique. And of course, बात वहीं पे घूम के आ रही है, media and entertainment field में content is the king.
Absolutely.
If your content is good, you can like win the world.
Absolutely.
Sir, people are asking for the presentation. Okay, guys, what you can do, you will get all these sessions in the Vidyadaan gallery page. So there you can review it again and again. So that's not a problem. And I want to be a blogger. How do I start? See, the one topic started with blogging now. Yes.
So, like I said, there are multiple platforms. There's blogger.com. There is medium.com. Those are very popular. You can also, there are now tools on LinkedIn itself where you can write blogs directly on LinkedIn and share it directly on your LinkedIn page. And there are lots of other tools like WordPress.com, WordPress.org, which allow you to make very, very professional looking blogs. So just experiment, start with Blogger, start with Medium, start with WordPress, see what works for you, and then, upgrade from there. You can keep moving your content from one place or the other. It's not a problem.
Right. And what about this Vimeo platform? It's something like TikTok, right?
Vimeo?
Yeah.
No, Vimeo is like YouTube.
Acha. Okay. Ashwini Gambhir is asking, what is the use of Vimeo platform?
Vimeo is a smaller size YouTube. It's the same thing. It's basically a video platform which allows you to share video content.
Okay, great. And let me just check if any question here. Great help for my business. Okay, he's saying, okay, thank you so much. Great help for my business. Thank you, messages there, sir. So I'd really like to thank you for giving us so much knowledge, in-depth knowledge about social media, and I've seen Suman Prajapati ji election लड़ने जा रहे हैं, and Valerie Lobo is creating her own brand. So it sounds
fantastic. I'm so happy.
Yes.
I'm so happy.
And hopefully we at Vidyadaan we will have you sometime again with another topic and another course with more knowledge on social media or digital media marketing. And so with this note, I would like to thank you again and again for the lovely 6-day session. Guys, 20th June, we have Dr. Max Howard with his animation journey, and the moderator is none other than Mr. Kirat Khurana. So do join the session at 11:30 a.m. Okay, at Vidyadaan platform. We also have like the hashtag thing that sir was talking about. We have creative me hashtag going on and it's trending. So keep on adding your content and show that your content is the king. So show your creativity and content. हम लोग शुरू से ही media entertainment में यही बातें कर रहे हैं because that's all media is about. If your content is good, you are the king. If you are creative, then only you can bring out a new and innovative content. So things go hand in hand. So दोनों के लिए stay connected and keep watching Vidyadaan. अभी हम content की बात कर रहे थे and you'll be happy to know next Tuesday and Wednesday we'll have a session with Mr. Abhijit and it's focusing on content writing. So for blogging, for all your content creation, I think that's going to be really beneficial for you. You will get the link shortly on Vidyadaan platform. And yes, about all the certification people have been talking about, as this course is over, you will get the certificates issued tomorrow evening. So tomorrow evening, you can go to our website, www.vidyadaan.net, and go to the online sessions page, enter your email address, and get your certificate downloaded. Okay, so I think everybody says, okay, I want content writing and blogging. Okay, we'll try to add on more courses and more information about various things in the field of media and entertainment. So we'll keep updating you, and you keep visiting our website, and yes, tagging us on Vidyadaan Media and Entertainment Skills Council, and sir for all the selfies you have taken today, and hope to see sir again soon on Vidyadaan platform.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. Collect your certificates.
Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.